In Deuteronomy chapter 31, God gave Moses just the sweetest promise about what was coming for him. He was going to rest in eternity, and that was going to happen soon. But then in the next breath, right after he told Moses that, he told him something else. He said, by the way, Moses, as soon as you leave, the Israelites that you've been leading all the way, through the wilderness into the promised land, they're going to turn away from me after you leave. They're going to start worshiping other gods, and they're going to do some really, really crummy things. And even after I get them into the promised land, the place where they're going to be satisfied and full and happy, they're going to be so satisfied and full and happy with all the stuff that I give them that they're going to think that they don't need me anymore, and they're going to turn away from me again. And God told Moses, he said, I know what they are disposed to do. I know what kind of people they are. I know this even before I bring them into the promised land. But notice, he still brought them into the promised land. He knew they would turn away. He knew they would be tempted, and they would give in to the temptations. He knew that they would fail to love God with all their heart and all their soul and all their mind, like they had promised. He knew they would fail to be good to God. And yet God did not fail to be really good to them. He still got them into the promised land. And even after they fell away again, he still kept watching over them. He knew they were people who needed grace. And grace is exactly what he gave to them. And to you too. I bet you can pretty easily think of examples in your life of times when you needed grace. When you needed God to treat you better than you deserve. I can. Maybe it was a long time ago. Maybe it was earlier today. Maybe it was in a relationship. Maybe it was when you were all alone. God knows. God knows that we are people who will always be in need of grace. And grace is exactly what he promised to always give you. When he put his son on a cross and gave us something that we do not deserve, by giving him also something he didn't deserve. He didn't deserve the death. He didn't deserve the nails. He didn't deserve the hell. And we don't deserve the gift of grace that we receive as a result. And yet, it's a gift that's already been given. It's a gift that God has already promised you. When you look at your life and you see the times that prove that we are people in need of grace, look really quickly to the cross. And remember that perfect grace is the gift that God has already given to you. Rest well tonight, my friends.